The video opens with a familiar image of Lily's house, but one that also makes the viewer quite anxious. The dad returns home, perhaps tired after a session of gardening. But as soon as the door opens, his fatigue is immediately replaced by a profound shock. Before him is a horrifying scene. The usually pristine white tile floor is now splattered with dark, winding red streaks, stretching from the living room deep into the house. Anxiety quickly turns to panic when he realizes the little monkey, Lily, is nowhere to be seen. The swing where she usually sits and plays is now starkly empty. The dad's heart sinks. He dashes around like the wind, turning over every nook and cranny to search for her. He calls Lily's name in desperation, his voice cracking with fear. The bedroom, nothing. The bathroom, also nothing. In a moment of despair, he even checks inside the washing machine. Just as all hope seems lost, the dad's frantic gaze finally finds her. Lily is nestled soundly asleep, curled up like a small ball on the floor, tucked between two chairs in a hidden corner of the house. And then he sees the evidence beside her, a piece of red-fleshed dragon fruit. Through Lily's lens, the story is recounted with great innocence. While her dad was away, hunger pangs urged her to the refrigerator. Seeing the bright red dragon fruit, Lily decided to handle it herself. But the dragon fruit was both large and heavy, a complete mismatch for Lily's tiny arms. With her inherent clumsiness, while fumbling with her treasure, she slipped. With every step she took, the red dragon fruit pulp scattered onto the floor, creating a colorful crime scene. All his worries and fears vanish in an instant. He breathes a sigh of relief, as if a 1,000-pound weight has been lifted. The culprit behind the scary red stains was none other than his own clumsy little daughter. After having her fill, sleepiness began to set in. But today, Lily suddenly wanted a change of scenery, not wanting to sleep in her usual spots. She decided to choose a new space, a cozy and hidden corner of the house, to fall into a deep sleep. After understanding the full story, the dad doesn't utter a single word of scolding. Instead, he looks at Lily with an affectionate gaze and a relieved smile. Love had triumphed over the mess. He decides to clean up the aftermath with his little daughter. The two of them, one big and one small, roll up their sleeves and get to work.
Sợ chưa? Ly cũng sợ đúng không? Tao cũng sợ chứ. Nè. Đó, con lau của con đi nhá. Đây.
Lily, after causing the mistake, appears incredibly enthusiastic and responsible. She demonstrates very professional cleaning skills. She uses her whole body to press down on the cloth, using all her might to wipe away every stain, determined to restore the floor's shiny cleanliness. Watching this, the dad can't help but chuckle at his daughter's adorable seriousness. After the floor is clean, the grooming session begins.
Bây giờ bà lấy áo mới cho con nhá. Này, áo sạch này, thấy không? Rồi, con cầm lấy. Để bà lau tay cho con nhá. Đây đi nhá. Đúng rồi.
The dad gently uses a damp cloth to wipe away the dragon fruit stains still lingering on Lily's face, tiny hands, and feet.
Đây nữa. Rồi.
Finally, she is dressed in a brand new, fragrant set of clothes, officially closing the chapter on her adventure with the dragon fruit.
Thích nha, thích nha. Màu xanh đẹp nha. Đúng rồi, nhấc tay ra nhé. Đúng rồi. Bà đưa tay ly vô rồi, bà đi đẩy tay ra chưa? Đó, đi đẩy tay ra đi, đẩy tay này ra đi. Này. Đó, thấy không? Thấy không?
The next morning, when the school bell rings, signaling the end of classes, Lily, with a cute little backpack on, eagerly returns home. She imagines her dad standing at the door to welcome her with a warm smile. But reality is harsh. Before Lily is the main door, shut tight. She calls out Dad, loudly, her clear voice echoing in the quiet space. But the only response is a heart-wrenching silence. Perhaps because he was too busy with work, her dad had forgotten it was time to pick up his little daughter.
Dad!
Undeterred, Lily fumbles with the door, trying to open it with her small strength. But the door remains stubbornly shut, as solid as a fortress wall. After a moment of helplessness, an idea flashes in her mind. Lily quickly runs around to the back of the house, her clever eyes scanning the area to survey the terrain. Her gaze lands on a coil of rope dangling nearby. Without a moment's hesitation, Lily gathers all her strength and throws one end of the rope up into the open space of a side window. The throw is astonishingly accurate. With her agility and courage, she grabs onto the rope, using both her hands and feet to climb up and slowly get inside the house. Once inside, Lily calls for her dad again, but there's still no answer.
Dad!
Her stomach starts to grumble with hunger. Lily runs to the kitchen, opening the rice cooker with the hope of finding something to eat. But inside, it's empty. Not a single grain of rice left, only a few flies buzzing around. It was a pitiful sight. After a moment of disappointment, Lily suddenly remembers her secret fund. She quickly runs to her hiding spot, takes out a hidden bill, and using the same window she entered through, she skillfully climbs back out and runs off, beginning a new adventure to save her hungry stomach. With the precious bill in her hand, Lily begins her journey to find food to fill her growling stomach. She hums a tune as she walks, the cheerful melody seemingly intended to drown out the feeling of hunger. However, perhaps because hunger clouded her mind, or because the outside world was too vast for her small frame, Lily soon realizes she is lost. In the midst of her confusion, she stops next to a cart full of grass belonging to a farmer who was resting by the roadside. With her innate intelligence and cleverness, Lily doesn't hesitate to approach and ask for directions. In response to Lily's predicament is the farmer's gentle smile and enthusiasm. He kindly shows her the correct way to the store. Finally, the destination appears before her, a fruit shop with all sorts of fresh, colorful fruits. Without hesitation, Lily heads straight in and picks out a juicy red apple that looks incredibly delicious. She carefully pays and quickly leaves.
Beep, beep.
Finding a spot by the roadside, Lily sits down and begins to enjoy her prize. She takes a bite of the crisp apple, its sweetness seeming to spread throughout her body, chasing away the gnawing hunger. Watching Lily eat with such relish, one can see she was truly very hungry, and at that moment, the apple was the most wonderful thing in the world. When the sun is high in the sky, the dad returns home from a day at work. The house is quiet, no laughter, no sign of his little daughter waiting as she usually does. After waiting a long time for Lily to come home from school, a sense of unease begins to stir within him. Without a second's delay, he hastily grabs his motorcycle keys and rushes out onto the road. Beginning the search for his daughter, he rides through all the familiar streets, stopping by the fruit shop that the two of them often visited, hoping for a clue. The vendor confirms that Lily had stopped by to buy an apple, but she had left right after. This news is both a glimmer of hope and a source of greater anxiety, as he doesn't know where his precious daughter has gone. Under the harsh midday sun, the dad's heart feels like it's on fire. He continues to roam on his motorcycle, driving along the road from the school to their home, his eyes constantly searching. The image of his little daughter keeps flashing in his mind. His voice calling Lily echoes, lost on the deserted street. And then, on a corner of the street, in the midst of his despair, he finally finds her. Lily is sitting by the roadside, her little legs dangling, calmly enjoying her sweet, crisp apple, completely unaware of the storm raging in her dad's heart. The moment he sees his daughter is safe, all the fatigue and worry seem to vanish. Despite the hot sun and the difficult search, he doesn't utter a single word of scolding. Instead, there is only boundless relief. He gently stops his bike, walks over to her, asks after her kindly, and then takes his little princess home. The next morning, when the alarm clock rings, breaking the early morning silence, Lily immediately gets up. In contrast to her alertness, her dad is still deep in sleep, perhaps from a late night of tiring work. Lily gently shakes her dad, but he shows no sign of waking. Realizing that waking her dad is an impossible mission, the clever daughter comes up with a plan. She quietly and stealthily reaches into her dad's pocket and skillfully takes out a bill. But instead of leaving right away, she leans down and places a light kiss on his forehead as a sweet good morning before quickly climbing off the bed to start her day. This morning, Lily decides to go out on her skateboard. She nimbly climbs onto a cabinet, grabs her helmet, and puts it on carefully. After being fully geared up, Lily pulls her skateboard along and confidently heads outside. On the street, Lily showcases the skills of a professional skateboarder. She glides along swiftly, weaving skillfully, drawing everyone's attention. Oh, yeah. Her destination is the familiar convenience store. Hi. There, she uses the money she just borrowed from her dad to buy breakfast. Mission accomplished, Lily skates back home. Seeing that her dad is still not awake, she continues her wake-up efforts, going into the room to urge her sleeping dad.
Ly.
The task of waking the sleeping dad proves to be a real challenge for Lily.
Ly. Ngủ mà.
After fumbling around with all sorts of methods, from shaking to urging, with her dad still not budging, Lily realizes a special master trick is needed.
Gì Ly? Gì vậy?
And then, an idea flashes in her mind. Dad. Oh. Lily quickly runs into the bathroom, grabs a toothbrush, and returns to the bedroom. What is she planning to do? With her intelligence, wit, and a touch of humor, Lily places the toothbrush in her dad's hand. Then gently moves it to his face and into his mouth. It turns out, Lily wants to brush her dad's teeth to help him wake up.
Dạ, để răng cho ba luôn hả? Hả?
Faced with this unique and surprising tactic, the dad finally has to surrender to his little daughter and reluctantly wakes up.
Cảm ơn nhé. Được rồi, để ba đánh răng ha. Để ba dậy đánh răng nhé.
The dad and daughter move to the kitchen together.
Đi nhà ăn cơm đi. Đúng rồi. Đây đi. Đi ba làm cơm cho ăn. Đi. Đây, các bạn lấy trái cây đi. Lấy đi. Mai cho ba nào. Đi, ta đóng tủ lạnh lại. Đúng rồi. Ta làm Lily nhé.
The dad starts making breakfast, while Lily nimbly helps out. She skillfully takes the fruit pieces her dad has cut and arranges them neatly on a plate.
Rồi, ta bỏ cái kia đi. Đây nữa. Bỏ xuống. Bỏ cái kia. Đấy. Bỏ đây này. Bỏ xuống đi. Cắt lại nhé. Đây cần thử đi. Nó ngồi xuống. Hầm này ngọt quá. Ngồi im coi. Đi nào. Con ra ghế của mình đi. Ra ghế đi. Đây, đi đây.
Finally, a cozy breakfast filled with laughter is ready. Lily sits at the table and begins to enjoy the delicious meal prepared by her dad, concluding a creative and lovely morning wake-up call.
Cảm ơn Ly nhé. Con ăn đi. Ngon quá. Đọc đi nhé. Đây, chân này. Ui xa. Hơi đẹp vậy thôi, không phải được. Làm đây. Chỉnh lại cái ly nhé. Đây, tay này. Tay này, không lạnh nhé. Lạnh đi chưa? Rồi, được rồi. Được rồi.
The morning sun seeped through the cracks in the door, awakening all things. In the small room, Lily stirred slightly and opened her eyes.
Dad.
A new day had begun. But today, this time, Lily woke up with no intention of waking her dad as usual. Instead, she displayed an astonishing independence. Lily went into the bathroom by herself. She placed a small stool to reach the sink, getting her own toothpaste and brushing her teeth carefully. Every movement was decisive and proficient, from washing her face to drying it with a towel. Everything happened in silence, unlike the hustle and bustle of previous mornings. After having cleaned up neatly, Lily walked out with a determined look on her face. She went straight to the living room, where her familiar treasures were. She reached for her helmet and placed it securely on her head. Next, she pulled along her small shopping cart, ready for a trip. Lily had proactively started a new day of her own, with a clear goal and plan. Her mysterious trip promised to bring surprises and excitement. Lily's journey of independence led her to a wonderful place, a lush carrot garden stretching out before her. Without a moment's hesitation, she quickly got to work harvesting. With her intelligence, Lily found a sturdy stick, turning it into a professional digging tool. She carefully used the stick to loosen the soil around each delicious carrot. The work wasn't always easy. Sometimes Lily had to face giants, carrots that were oversized for her tiny body. She had to struggle, using all her strength, leaning her whole body in to wiggle, pull, and finally yank the carrot from the ground. Sweat beaded on her forehead, but her eyes shone with the joy of victory. After a session of hard but enthusiastic work, the result was impressive. A small cart was filled to the brim with fresh, bright orange carrots. With a sense of pride, Lily eagerly pulled the cart loaded with her achievement back home. Upon arriving home, the house was quiet again, with no sign of her dad. Lily patiently sat down to wait. A short while later, the familiar sound of a motorbike echoed. Her dad had returned, and on the front of his bike, he was carrying a mysterious cardboard box.
Có cái này cho này. Nè. Ui, tí nữa nè. Nè, cái này làm gì Ly? Tao mua máy này về làm trái cây cho Ly này. Thấy không? Nè, đẹp không? Đi làm nhá. Rồi chèo lên này, lên đây. Lên đây. Chèo đây. Đúng rồi. Này làm với trái cây đi Ly nhá. Cái này làm gì Ly? À, làm này hả Ly? Làm này hả? Rồi để mà mở cái này đã, mở cái này nhá. Mở đây.
Curiosity quickly filled the room.
Biết như thế nào hả?
The dad and daughter
Đây.
opened the box together. And
Lấy đi, lấy ra đi. Kéo ra đi. Đúng rồi, kéo ra đi. Nha.
oh,
Nè.
came a sound of surprise. It was a brand new blender.
Đó.
What a magical coincidence. Just when her dad bought a new blender, his little daughter had just brought home a cart full of
Đây là
carrots.
cái gì đó? À, đây là cái hũ đựng nước. Hũ chắc thế. Này, hũ chắc chưa này Ly này. Thấy không? Này con đẩy đây này.
There was nothing better to do.
Đổ luôn thấy không?
So the dad and daughter
Rồi, chờ nhá,
decided
bây giờ
to
đốt nhá,
inaugurate
đốt
the
Ly
new
nhá.
machine right
Làm cái
away.
đốt Ly nha. Ha. Ngồi đi chờ đi, đi chờ đi, đứng đi chờ đi.
Lily was very excited to help her dad. She carefully
Này, con lấy cái
peeled
này.
each carrot and put it into the
Đổ đây.
blender.
Đúng rồi, nữa đi con. Rồi, rồi nha. Nữa hả? Nữa hả? Thôi. Thôi vậy được rồi, vậy được rồi. Rồi, bật điện nha. Này, bật điện này.
The new machine ran smoothly. And in no time, a glass of beautifully colored, smooth carrot juice was made.
Để xem nhá. Chụp. Đây nữa đi, nữa đi, nữa đi, nữa đi con. Nữa đi. Nữa đi. Nữa. Nữa đi con. Đây. Đúng rồi. Rồi, bay đứng này. Này. Đây. Này, đây này. Đó, ấn đây nhá. Đây rồi. Rồi, nhấc lên. Nhấc lên đây. Đúng rồi. Thêm nhá, thêm nữa đi. Thêm nữa đi. Đúng rồi. Rồi, qua đây ngồi. Đứng lên. Đó, để lại đây nha, tí xuống nha, mình ấn lên xuống này. Ấn cái này xuống này, ấn lên xuống này. Đó. Rồi. Được chưa? Nhiều thế. Nè. Thao uống ly nha. Cái ly xuống ghế ngồi đi con, xuống ghế đi. Này giỏi này. Đó. Cho ly đấy. Đây của ly đây. Từ từ đã, đúng rồi, chậm thôi.
The dad and daughter
Đúng rồi, chậm
raised
đi,
their
chậm thôi.
glasses together, enjoying the
Ngon quá hả?
sweet, fresh
Ngon quá hả?
taste. It wasn't just an ordinary
Này,
glass
áo
of
kìa,
juice,
thấy không?
but the sweet fruit of labor, a testament
ngon
to
quá.
a hard and meaningful day of work by the little daughter.
Từ từ thôi. Nhớ không? Bỏ xuống đây. Đúng rồi, nó cho thêm nhá. Rồi, cho ly đấy. Ngon quá hả? Rồi bỏ xuống. Rồi, hết rồi hả? Hết rồi nè, thấy không? Hết rồi. Chào mọi người nhé. Trời